Everyone remembers incendiary farming. So, its work, along with the ram and flamethrower systems, is highly regarded in the Army. Now they will be combined into a hybrid setup. But about that right after we list the most significant events that happened in our country during the week. So, the ACRA Trading House presented the first products manufactured on the assembly line in Ulyanovsk serial trailer equipment, produced the first 20 units of production. At the next stages, the investor plans to invest about 2 billion rubles. The volume of output will be up to 2,000 units per year. Agrico Group's new production site in the Tula region, the Makovoy Pig Breeding Complex, was opened. The pig breeding site is designed for one-time keeping of 45,000 animals, and per year it will produce up to 12,000 tons of pork in live weight. The emergence of another pork complex contributes to the increase in exports. Rostericum launched a state-of-the-art network management and monitoring center, Samsvostok in Novosibirsk. It will replace 28 regional sites, monitor performance, and provide round-the-clock management of network equipment in Siberia, the Urals, and the Far East. When equipping the center, predominantly domestic equipment was used. Roselectronics Holding has developed a new generation of heat-resistant thermal imaging systems capable of operating at extreme temperatures up to 1,800 degrees Celsius. The equipment can be used to monitor melting processes, including a number of refractory metals such as stainless steel. The hardware has already been tested and deliveries are scheduled to begin by the end of 2024. USD Katarsky Carriage Works started production of 3-section low-floor streetcars, 71,639, Castor, designed specifically for operation in some Russian cities in the basic version, taking into account the equipment with all the necessary features for the organization of comfortable and safe transportation of passengers, including those with reduced mobility. Rosatom's mining division has developed a domestic technology for the extraction of rare earth metals. The essence of the technology is that REM carbonate concentrate is dissolved in nitric acid. A nitrate solution of rare earth elements is obtained. Cerium is extracted from it by electrooxidation and subsequent extraction. From the remaining solution, other rare earth elements are sequentially extracted using extraction separation. Then the precipitation, drying, and calcination stages. The sequel follows. A new line for the production of chip capacitors has been opened at the oxide plant in Novosibirsk. The production volume should be up to 300 million units per year. Consumers are enterprises of radio electronic industry producing printed circuit boards. Research is currently underway with Novosibirsk universities to develop their own composite. In St. Petersburg, the state flag was hoisted on the large freezing trawler Captain Martinov. In fact, it is a whole factory on board equipment for processing, storage, and transportation of fish products. The trawler is designed for annual catch of about 60,000 tons. Captain Martinov is intended for fishing in the Bering and Okhotsk seas, as well as in the adjacent areas of the eastern coast of Russia. Hydrometeorological satellite Meteor M number 24, launched from the Vostochny Cosmodrome using a Soyuz 2.1B rocket, was successfully placed into the target orbit by the Fregat upper stage. Together with Meteor M, 17 satellites of the private company Sputniks were put into orbit. Meteor M is designed to study the Earth's natural resources, to monitor the geological and physical situation in near-Earth space, and to receive information from automatic data collection measurement platforms. Now let's move on to farming. Warfare often produces interesting combinations of different strike assets. They seem to complement each other, compensating for the other weapon's weaknesses or dead spots. One of the most recent and very effective novelties in the last 6 months, even many Western experts recognize the Russian engineering system of remote mine farming. Its ability to lay a controlled minefield in front of an advancing enemy in a matter of moments has become a highly effective tool for the theory and practice of active defense. Do mines play in it?
No.
I'm taking a role. Foreign experts have written with alarm that such weapons, in addition to the effect of surprise, carry the danger that the advancing troops are tied up in an inconvenient target area. Plus, it's riddled with smart mines that are safe from conventional bomb disposal operations. If a fire raid happens after that, that's when the advancing forces will have all the fun. 2 blocks of guides, 50 missiles of 5 mines each. Farming is able to heap them on an area of 2 to 3 hectares, right in front of the advancing enemy, and quickly reloaded, just the same to block for him to move backwards. The Earth Mover was one of the new generation of machines that not only caught on in the military, but proved its effectiveness from the first minutes. Two such vehicles can isolate an entire battalion-level armored group in a short time and cause it to completely stop maneuvering for fear of running into very sensitive mines abundantly planted by the landers. And at this unpleasant moment for the frozen in anger Supastaka begins a real disco. When he, caught between what is called the hammer and the anvil, comes to work, he cannot be in a position to take it off urgently. This is the time of multiple rocket launchers whose job it is to bring a fiery Armageddon to this localized space. This summer, farming was often combined for this purpose with heavy flamethrower systems like Buratino or Solnsak. But there has often been a lack of range since then, as the farming industry launches its missiles with mines at 15 kilometers, while the TOCs, unfortunately, hit at most 10. But volumetrically detonating shells, fortunately, we have not only TOCs, but also all regular MLRSs, and so the Hurricane was often used in conjunction with farming. In general, the best results were obtained when the system worked simultaneously with thermobaric munitions together with fragmentation warheads. Our designers looked at such a case, calculated how many times it happened that farming worked mines on the front line and multiple rocket launcher system was not nearby. And we decided to combine, as they call it, pleasant and useful. The machines are built on the same principle, in fact, within one enterprise. So it will not be difficult for specialists from the Tula-based NPO Splav to add the capabilities of a high-precision multiple rocket launcher system to conventional farming on the basis of KAMAZ, basis for a new development called Revival. It is farming, which is one of the most digitized military machines in our army today. High-precision multi-caliber multiple rocket launchers are clearly tomorrow's army. They are created in the East and in the West, and sooner or later we, as one of the pioneers and creators of modern reactive artillery, had to have something similar, but not in pursuit of some military fashion, as it often happens nowadays, but only on the basis of well-proven developments that meet the modern development of the military science in general and high-precision technological systems in particular. Farming, especially at the right time, proved a necessity to the troops, and given the ability to hit enemies stuck on their mines with missiles from 122 millimeters to 220 millimeters, it will start to give a real sea of fire. The car is already in series. It's not an experimental product. For reference, the Rebirth is a hybrid rocket launcher capable of using different calibers of missiles thanks to universal shifts. And the launcher module. The capabilities of the new vehicle due to digital units and navigation modules will allow it to combine the work of multiple rocket launcher of the right caliber and engineering system of remote mining. The vehicle is equipped with 3 launch containers with solid-fueled 122 mm minesweeper shells and 122 and 220 mm conventional and guided missile blocks.